Hello, everyone. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good today. I want to say thank you if you're coming back for more. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. And pull up a chair and let's get to it. So, karma, karma. It can mean different things to a lot of people. You say the word karma, and I think, ooh, something's coming back around for something that you did that wasn't nice. You might believe in karma. You might call it something else. You might call it getting getting their just desserts, or getting your just desserts sometimes, or poetic justice. Or you might just be somebody who doesn't believe in karma and you think things just happen because they happen. And that is true. Things do happen just because they happen. But I, for one, kind of believe in karma. And I think that when it happens, it's, to me, it's pretty obvious. So something happened about a week and a half ago, and I was telling the story, and I'll tell you the story, okay? So I was getting off the freeway. I was going home, getting off the freeway at a off ramp that I don't normally take because it has the most ungodly long red light ever. But I was taking the off ramp because the traffic was, really backed up, and it's like, maybe I'll get home faster this way. So when you get off the off ramp, there's 2 lanes to turn to the left, 2 lanes to turn to the right. And not too long ago, they put up a sign where it's no turn on red, right. Is that, yeah, no right turn on red. And it is kind of aggravating, but it is on a little bit of a curve. And if you haven't crept out quite enough and looked to the left, you might not see a car coming. But if you're paying attention, you could see a car coming. But regardless, there were several accidents there, so they put up the no turn on red sign. So I, pull up. I'm in the far right lane, waiting. And just as I got off the off ramp, the light was green. And I'm like, do I go for it? No. So just as I was getting up to where I had to stop, of course, it turned red. So I know I'm in for a 5-minute wait. So a truck pulls up behind me, and it hadn't even been, I don't know, just a few seconds. And granted, there was no cross traffic. There wasn't any cross traffic. And the truck behind me honks. I'm like, oh, what are you doing, dude? And I kind of look in my mirror, and I just kind of shake my head, and he honks again. And this time he honks a little bit longer. So I roll my window down, stick my arm out the window, and I point to the sign. I'm not turning on red, dude. I'm not doing it. I'm not turning. He honks again. I'm like, man, what is this guy's problem? Be a little bit patient, okay? It is a long light, but come on, we're all gonna get to where we're going in one piece, okay? Let's just say let's follow the law, follow the rules. Anyway, so he obviously realizes that I'm not going to turn the corner because it says no turn on red. He backs up. I see him backing up. I hear a car honk. So he's obviously probably trying to back up into someone. And he pulls around to the side of me. And there was no other cars there. I'm still continuing to look straight ahead. He rolls his window down and he's screaming something at me and probably hand gesturing, but I'm not gonna engage, okay? People are crazy. So he rolls up his window and pulls up, a little farther, and he obviously looked to see, and he squeals around the corner. Well, guess what? Here comes a motorcycle cop, red lights flashing. He even had his siren on, which I thought was Anyway, not too long after that, I mean, maybe a minute, I can't even tell you in time, but again, a really long light. Light turns green. I go around the corner. Probably not very nice, but I rolled down my window, and as I drove by, I smiled and waved. I mean, come on. Come on. I mean, is that karma or what? It was perfectly timed. Um, I think a perfectly good lesson to him that rules aren't okay. I'm not saying I'm a total rule follower because there might be one or two that I, maybe not don't follow quite so well, but I'm not turning on a red light, okay? Anyway, to me, that was, again, poetic justice, perfect timing. And yeah, I thought it was, yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. So I'm telling a coworker in our kitchen, I'm telling her the story, probably not quite as long as I'm explaining it here, but I do tell a long story. Anyway, sorry, I digress. So I finished telling her the story, and there was also another person in the kitchen, somebody that I kind of recognize, but not somebody that I see at our end of the building very frequently because she works at the other end of the building and they have a staff lounge and a kitchen down there. And anyway, I think she was there getting water because their water dispenser wasn't working. So anyway, she says, you know, in all seriousness, her face is like dead serious. It's really not nice. And it's really kind of mean to make fun of people when they have something bad happen to them. Someone's misfortune isn't really funny. I was like, okay. So I look at the coworker that I'm telling the story to. We both kind of look at each other like, what the heck? First of all, you're interjecting yourself into a conversation that, granted, we were in the kitchen, public space. You can, I think you can feel free to jump into a conversation because, well, come on. I've jumped into a conversation or two myself, right? Anyway, I, said to her, I said, I wasn't making fun of something horrible that happened to him. She goes, well, you don't think getting a ticket is horrible? I said, he deserved a ticket. He ran a red light. I think that was funny. And I think that he deserved it because he was trying to get me to turn the corner and I wasn't going to do it. And because he was being a JA, he got the ticket. And no, she goes, I just think it's not nice to, to think that it's, that somebody's misfortune is funny. Okay. I hear you. Thank you for your input. She left, and coworker and I kind of went our separate ways. But I mean, am I wrong? I mean, am I a very tiny portion of the population, very small percentage that thinks that that was poetic justice and to be kind of gleeful about it? I mean, granted, I'll give you this. Had he turned and a car hit him, no, that wouldn't be poetic justice. That would be horrific. I mean, I'm not a monster. I wouldn't think that that was, karma or getting your just desserts. Nobody wants to see something like that happen. I would be the first person out of my car to go see if he was okay. So I think that, you can draw a line somewhere, right? But it did make me think, is she right? Is it not okay to kind of make fun of people? Is it not okay to laugh at the guy who pushes in front of you in the self-checkout lane because he can't wait and he takes his 6 items and puts them in his really old bag, and as he's walking out, the bag breaks and it falls all over and you laugh? I mean, is that wrong? If he'd slipped and fell and hurt himself, no, I wouldn't think that that was poetic justice. Well, maybe a little bit. But anyway, I wouldn't be gleeful at somebody getting hurt for that. But again, does that I mean, am I a monster? I mean, am I wrong? I mean, don't we all kind of think that, yeah, he deserved that. He deserved that. So, I don't know. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Do you think I'm a monster? Um, do you think that there's such a thing as karma, poetic justice, just desserts, or whatever? I don't know. Tell me what you think. And if you don't agree with me, that's okay too. We all have our own opinions that we're entitled to. But anyway, thanks for hanging in there with me and listening to my story of the week. One kind of, I think, something I'm a little bit proud of is that with this video, I think I'm now 1 or 2 ahead of the videos that I put up 5 years ago, thinking that I would just continue to do it. So yay me. It continues to be one of those hard things that I just keep doing. Anyway, be kind to each other. Be good to yourself. And remember, you can do hard things. And I will see you next time. Love you. Bye.